City wants to beat Chelsea to the signing of the Crystal Palace Micheal Olise. Manchester City see the 23-year-old as a major capture for the summer and are lining up a huge offer to add him to a Pep Guardiola squad. Manchester City will throw €60 million plus at Micheal Olise for Crystal Palace, who will only move if he thinks he gets game time. So Manchester City are preparing for the signing of the Crystal Palace Micheal Olise. Chelsea and Manchester City are both in on signing Crystal Palace Micheal Olise. City are targeting the Crystal Palace player Micheal Olise since last summer. So City will make a bid of €60 million for the player to convince Crystal Palace to sell the player for Manchester City. City will try to bring Micheal Olise to the Etihad this summer. Since last summer, Manchester City are showing their interest in Newcastle United's midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. The Brazilian international are unlikely to meet the €100 million clauses, so Manchester City will make a bid of €80 million for the Crystal Palace midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. City are exploring a move for Bruno Guimaraes and have made contact with the players' camp. Arsenal have no plans to trigger the €100 million clause and will only consider a move if the price drops. Bruno Guimaraes to Manchester City is very likely this summer. Newcastle United confirms that Bruno Guimaraes' destination is Manchester City, so City will try to bring the Brazilian international to the Etihad this summer, and the player will prefer to go to Manchester City over Arsenal if he were to leave Newcastle this summer. Manchester City are one of the clubs interested in Bayern Munich youngster Jamal Musiala. The German international and Bayern Munich midfielder Bayern plan to handle him a much improved contract, and the player has rejected a new contract from Bayern Munich. He wants to move to the Premier League. As the player has rejected Bayern Munich new contract, he wants to join Premier League side. So Manchester City are trying to push and sign the player from Bayern Munich. Jamal Musiala make a bid of €100 million for Bayern Munich to convince the club to let the player leave the Allianz Arena this summer. So City are trying to replace Kevin De Bruyne whenever he retires with Jamal Musiala. The 22-year-old will very soon be at Etihad if the plans go well. So Manchester City are trying and pushing for signing the young talented